Hello student, this is our fourth problem from chapter Laws of Motion. So see this problem. Figure shows block of mass 35 kg rest on the table. The table is rough that it offers resistive force of 10% of weight of block for its sliding motion along the table. That means this 10% it is nothing but coefficient of friction mu. 10% means 10 by 100, it becomes 0.1. Now see, a 20 kg load is attached to the block and is passed over pulley as shown in this diagram. This is mass 35 kg which is resting on table and 20 kg load is attached to its left side. So it will, no doubt it will create a tension along this string. That tension suppose we denote by T1. On the right side there is 2 kg pan attached to the block. This is right side, this is pan of mass 2 kg and weights are added, x weights are added in this pan so that they will create another tension T2. So now two tensions are acting on this mass. Weight of 1 kg of each can be added to pan. So it is compulsory that these weights which we are going to add in the pan, they are compulsory in the step of 1 kg. Another value of weight is not possible. So minimum how many and maximum how many such weight can be added into pan so that the block does not slide along the table. So this is the free diagram. Here we have considered the mass, and the condition in this problem is like this, that there will be no sliding of this mass. That means acceleration produced in that mass should be 0. Acceleration in this mass should be 0. So obviously by seeing this diagram, what we can conclude, towards this side there is 20 kg weight and towards this side there is 2 kg. So naturally the tendency of body to move in this direction. T1 should be greater than T2. So therefore, minimum how many weights we have to add in this pan, that we can find out by considering T1 is greater than T2. So for T1 greater than T2, we get minimum weights that we are going to add in the pan so that this mass does not slide. So what will be the equation for this free diagram? T1 is greater than T2. When T1 is greater than T2, obviously this block will move towards this side and the frictional force will always act opposite to motion. That means frictional force will acting in this side, Fs. So T1 dragging tension minus T2 is opposite to T1, therefore minus T2. Again frictional force is opposite, minus Fs frictional force, and this will result the resultant force acting on this mass which will create acceleration, and it is nothing but ma. This is resultant force. So this one some Newton, these two having some Newton forces, they are subtracted to give resultant force ma. Now substitute here value by seeing this diagram. T1 it is nothing but mlg, ml into g. Tension is nothing but force, m into g, minus T2 is nothing but mass of pan plus x, that is how much minimum weights we are adding in the pan, that we have to consider, x, into g, minus frictional force. Frictional force is nothing but, Fs is nothing but mu mg. Remember m is the mass of sliding body So mu m g is equal to ma. So what we get here, for do not slide condition, acceleration produced in the pan should be, acceleration produced in this mass should be 0. So a becomes 0. Take g common. ml is nothing but 20 minus mp is nothing but 2 plus x, that we have to find out, minus mu is nothing but 0.1, and capital M is 35 is equal to 0. G to this side becomes 0. Now solve it. 20 minus 2 minus x, 0.1 into 35 minus 3.5 is equal to 0. So what it becomes? 20 minus 2, 18, minus x minus 3.5 is equal to 0. 18 minus 3.5, so 18 minus x to this side becomes plus x, and 80 minus 3.5, what it becomes? 14.5. So 0.5 weight, it is not available for us, it is given in the problem. That means we have to add minimum 50 kg weights in the step of 1 kg, so that the mass remains balanced. This is minimum 50 kg. Now for maximum, what we can solve? If we place here maximum number of weights in the pan, so naturally T2 becomes greater than T1. So for maximum, I will write down here, for maximum, the two tensions which are acting on this block, out of that two tensions, T2 becomes greater than T1. So condition is T2 greater than T1. So what will be the equation? Now the block is about to move in this side towards right side. So frictional force will act opposite to motion, Fs. So what I can write? T2 minus T1 minus Fs, exactly opposite to this, is equal to Ma. Again T2 is nothing but MP, mass of pan, plus the weights which we are going to add in the pan, say x1, which is different than first case. Then minus into G, into G minus T1 is nothing but ml, that is 20 into G, minus Fs is nothing but mu mg, 0.1 m 35 into G is equal to ma. As acceleration we have to keep 0, that means m into 0, it becomes 0. Again take G common, substitute value, mp is 2, x1 we have to find out, minus 20, then minus 35 is equal to 0. G to this side, it becomes 0. So 2 plus x1 minus, it becomes 23.5 is equal to 0. So x1 to this side, it becomes minus x1, and 23.5 minus 2, it becomes 21.5, minus 21.5, negative sign cancel, 21.5 This is the maximum weight. Again, 0.5 weight, it is not possible for us. So there should be maximum 22 kg weight should be added in the pan so that it will not move. Shows acceleration 0. This is our fifth problem from chapter Laws of Motion. You can refer the book, Maharashtra State Board book. All problems are given in unsolved exercise. So problem number 5th. Power is rate of doing work or rate at which energy is supplied to the system. A constant force F is applied to body of mass m. Power delivered by force at time t, small t, from the start is proportional to. These are 4 options that given to you. We have to find out the relation between power, proportionality relation between power and time here. So in what way these 2 parameters are related with each other, that we have to find out. Or simply we can say derive the expression for power in terms of F mt. So we know that power is nothing but work upon time, as it is already given in the problem. And work is nothing but force into displacement. Force into displacement. So what we can write? Force into displacement upon time, this quantity. And displacement upon time is nothing but velocity. So what is power? Power is product of, now it becomes product of force and velocity. In this equation, it is given to you that force is applied on body of particular mass m for time t. That means we have to substitute the value of V in terms of force, mass and time interval. So for that purpose, we have to use kinematic equation. So by kinematic equation, first equation we will use V is equal to U plus AT. So the body is starting from, if it is starting from rest, U becomes 0. And we know that A is nothing but F upon m. So the velocity in terms of F m t, now it becomes V is equal to F by m into t. Substitute this value in equation 1. What we get? P is equal to F into, that means F into F square upon m into t. So we require the relation between P and T. We can consider this ratio as a constant. So P is directly proportional to T. So therefore this first option is correct. A option is correct. See, this is 6th problem. 40,000 liter of oil of density 0.9 gram per cc is pumped from oil tanker ship into a storage tank. Suppose this is storage tank, and from this oil ship the oil is to be stored in this tank at 10 meter height. Height is given to you 10 meter. This height is given to you. In half an hour, time interval is given to you. Time interval half hour means 30 minutes. It becomes 30 into 60 second. So 1800 second. What should be the power of pump? No doubt this oil is lifted to this storage tank by means of a pump, and we have to find out the power of pump. So P is to be find out. Volume of oil is given to you and density is given to you. So what is volume? Volume is 40,000 liter. Liter is not standard unit. We have to convert it into meter cube. Meter cube is the standard unit. So remember, 1 liter is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 meter cube. So here 40,000 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter cube. This 3 0 cancel, it becomes 40 meter cube. And density is given to you, rho 0.9 gram per cc. Again gram per cc, It is not standard unit. Convert in kilogram per meter cube. So 0.9 to convert gram into kilogram, 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by centimeter cube, it becomes 10 raised to power minus 6. So minus 6 in numerator, it becomes plus 6. 0.9 into 10 raised to power 3 kg per meter cube. So all this data is given to you and we have to find out power. So basically power is nothing but work upon time, and in this problem work done, it is in the form of potential energy. So this potential energy is nothing but mgh formula. Work is nothing but here mgh. In order to lift that much amount of oil for the storing of the oil in the tank. So mass, it is not given to you, but density and volume, these two terms are given to you. So density is equal to mass upon volume, therefore mass is equal to density into volume. So simply multiplication of all these four terms. Rho density 0.9 into 10 raised to power 3, volume 40, G consider 10 instead of 9.8, for our simplicity consider as 10, then height again 10, and time interval it becomes 1800. So we can solve this, these 2 0 cancel, then 360 36 into 10 raised to power 3 divided by 18, 2 into 10 raised to power 3 watt, or we can say 2 kilowatt. This is your final answer.